In the land of Zalanda, King GEGEDE stood strong and proud, his gaze sweeping over the green hills and the towering clay huts of his people. He was a wise and brave leader, admired by his people for his fairness and strength, traits passed down through generations of mighty warriors. But one fateful day, a messenger from the vast Bura kingdom arrived. He was sent by the great King Yarik, the ruler of Bura, and carried with him a grave message. Standing nervously before GEGEDE, the messenger delivered Yarik's words: "Surrender, GEGEDE, and bow before the mighty King Yarik of Bura. Refuse, and your people will feel the full wrath of the Bura kingdom." Anger flashed in GEGEDE's eyes as he thundered back, "Tell Yarik to come get it." Though he knew the Zalanda warriors were few compared to the massive Bura army, he would not yield or bow. Determined to protect his land, King GEGEDE summoned the bravest 30 warriors of Zalanda. These were men of great skill and unmatched courage, each one willing to give his life for the freedom of their people. They gathered at the king's side, their shields and spears gleaming in the sunlight, their hearts ready for the fight ahead. The journey to the narrow path was tough, but the warriors pressed on. They crossed rivers and mountains, their feet pounding the ground in unison. The gods of the land seemed to whisper in the wind, guiding them on their way. When they reached the narrow path, they found themselves face to face with the vast Bura army. Wave after wave of warriors descended upon them, but the Zalanda warriors stood firm. Their spears flashed in the sunlight, and their shields blocked every attack. For every step the Bura warriors tried to take, the warriors of Zalanda pushed them back, the clang of steel ringing in the air like thunder. But their fight was not without betrayal. Lapi, a local man who knew the lands well, showed the Bura army a secret path around the narrow path. With this knowledge, the enemy surrounded the brave Zalanda warriors from all sides. GEGEDE understood that this battle would be their last, but instead of surrendering, he stood tall, lifting his spear high and rallying his men. With courage burning in their hearts, the warriors continued to fight, taking down as many Bura warriors as they could, until they were overwhelmed by the sheer numbers. King GEGEDE fought to the last breath, surrounded by the bodies of his enemies. His warriors, too, fell one by one, but they never gave up. They died standing, with their spears in hand and their spirits unbroken. The story of King GEGEDE and the 30 warriors would never be forgotten. Their courage, sacrifice, and love for their people became the stuff of legend, inspiring villages far and wide to resist the mighty Bura kingdom. In time, the invaders were defeated, and Zalanda remained free. The tale of GEGEDE and his warriors echoed through the lands, passed from generation to generation, reminding all who heard it of the strength that comes from standing for what is right, no matter the odds. Their bravery would inspire the hearts of many for ages to come.